April,
Hi, Chris.
it has been a long week.
It has. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. So today you got a fresh bottle and you came with the prompt favorite bourbon that ain't from Kentucky and is from a craft distiller. So craft
What is
bourbon not from
craft?
Kentucky.
What is a craft bourbon though? Let's
Good.
let's get that out
What is
there.
craft? Right, let's do that. So craft either has no meaning because there's several meanings, or it does have some very precise meanings, but different to different organizations. So there's a few different trade groups in whiskey land. It often usually means the number of gallons produced per year usually has something to do with bottling on site where it's also aged. Sometimes has something around transparent nature and mash bill and family owned. It's a squishy word because a lot of people have different definitions, but some trade groups have a definition. So relatively low volume, family owned, bottled on site. That's roughly what we're going with. Did you deliver? What is your answer?
So I picked Hudson Whiskey, New York. They recently just rebranded.
The fresh rebrand.
It's distilled and made about 2.5 hours outside of the Big Apple, New York
Shout out to
City.
Hudson Valley.
Exactly. Shout out to
But
the
it looks
Hudson
like
Valley.
the New York Metro.
Yes, they just rebranded. They had this like prohibition type of bottle
It's almost like it's
before.
a big market to sell to. It's almost like
Yes.
that.
Bright lights and big bourbon. I like it. Put it on the shirt.
They're no
So
fools.
this whiskey is about, or this bourbon whiskey, shall I say, it's 92 proof, aged at a minimum of 3 years. And this is actually my first time trying it. It's straight bourbon
Ooh.
whiskey. So let's see.
She's doing it live, ladies and gentlemen. Unheard of.
I like it. I like it. Let me
That's
see one
good.
more.
That would have been very, very unfortunate if you didn't.
It's supposed to have vanilla and salted caramel finish. I
Okay.
don't taste the vanilla that much, but I definitely taste the caramel. Almost. I get a little bit of
Mm.
coffee type of thing in there, but
Mm.
maybe that's what I ate last. Who knows? But I like it. So what are you drinking, Chris?
I like it. Well, actually, can I clarify? We're doing well. I'll show you. So Eight Oaks. Eight Oaks. This is from Pennsylvania, Lehigh County in Lehigh Valley, northeastern Pennsylvania. Eight Oaks, wonderful, veteran owned. Many of their crops are from near or adjacent farms. They
Yeah,
have
I
a
see the
full.
corn on the bottle.
They've got the corn. They're doing it. Because actually, good point. I thought all doesn't all bourbon come from Kentucky? April, what are we doing?
No, all bourbon does not come from Kentucky, but Chris and I have both had the pleasure, separate occasions, of going to Kentucky or Louisville and trying and tasting bourbons. And the people in Kentucky will tell you that not all bourbon is made in Kentucky, but all good bourbon is made in Kentucky. However, I don't necessarily agree because we've obviously found some good picks here that are made outside of the great state of Kentucky. And so, yeah, that's why we decided to go with this prompt because it kind of goes
So
against the grain.
we'll do a bourbon episode at some point, but roughly, yeah, bourbon majority corn, 51% corn, aged in New
New
American
oak
oak
barrels.
barrels, new oak barrels,
Yeah.
new oak barrels. Um, and so that as long as you do that and you do it in the United States with a couple other realities, you're in bourbon land. This is nice. I get like a vanilla. It's young, so any bourbon that's aged that's made of whiskey that's been aged less than 4 years has to have some age statement on it. So this is aged less than 16 months, which is young. A lot of
That's,
smaller
yeah.
independent distilleries will have young stuff to get to market. Um,
Hmm.
but I mean, for young, it's nice. It's like I have the vanilla. Yeah, I mean, I get actually maybe a little bit of caramel out of this. Um, there's a sweetness, of course. I wonder. I don't actually know the mash bill offhand. I don't know how corn heavy it is, but it's lovely. And I'll note it's a Pennsylvania distillery, so of course I have it in my. Can you see this? This is my ruffled grouse
The Pennsylvania
rocks
state
glass,
bird.
and of course yeah, it's the state bird of Pennsylvania. Who doesn't know that? April, have a great weekend.
Cheers.